Hello everybody, Horror Fan here, and today we are back with Gemini Home Entertainment. Now, I'm not sure about this, then I'm aware of you. Sorry, I didn't say that right. What I meant to say is, I'm looking forward to this. I'm very looking forward to coming back to this because the story of this series has so far been very interesting. And today, we are also going to be reacting to one of the most popular videos, one of their most popular videos. I think this is the most popular one, but I could be wrong. I'm not 100% sure on that one, but it is one of the most popular ones out of the list of the videos. So today we are going to be reacting to artificial computer learning, our solar system, and camp information video. Now, I don't know about you, but if there's one thing I should tell you is that when I was younger, I had a very big interest in space. Kind of still do today, but not as big as it was back in those years. So yeah, so as far as I'm concerned, I think the current, what we know so far is that there are creatures learning about Earth. Technically, like currently in Minnesota, some kind of creatures called wood crawlers, which disguise themselves as fake human beings, which I think is kind of like an SCP that I've heard of before, but I can't remember which one exactly. I think it's also been, there was also that creature down at the bottom of the Marianas Trench, which in the deep blue that we saw, which I'm not sure if it was a road crawler or something else. Oh, and then there was storm safety tips with the, arch thing and the lights. The lights. Do not look at the lights. Or was it look at the lights? I can't remember. Either way, we've got 3 more videos to look at today, so we'll definitely look forward to. So now we've got 3 more videos to continue the story. These are going to be good. Artificial computer learning. Let's see how we go. Bring in those nostalgia vibes, baby, cause I'm ready for you. Regnad computing. Oh god, this is like old computers. Artificial computer learning, a demonstration of artificial thought in computer intelligence. Don't you mean artificial intelligence? Brief background. For the past 4 years, Regnad Computing have been developing artificial computer intelligence using new revolutionary methods. These methods have led to produce the world's most advanced artificial intelligence to date. Well, I mean, it's basically just like the birth of computers, so yeah, I guess. Sorry, got a bit of a hiccup problem. As a test of this intelligences, I think that's, is that how you say it, or is that, never mind. As a test of this intelligence's abilities, we gave it the task of creating an original, intelligible story in the format of a children's storybook. Also, basically, like, the AI is just typing in a children's storybook. 3 iterations of this story will be shown, illustrating the creation process utilized by the artificial intelligence. So there's the use of AI, there it is. I was wondering when you were gonna show up. I'm very surprised that it's not playing any music. I think you'd expect to hear music like this. Iteration 1. Jack leapt over the river. Marry to follow together. Okay. Travel, follow the secret. Jack the river. It is dead. Wait. Jack leapt over the river. Marry to follow together. Travel, follow the secret. Jack the river. It is dead. I don't know what kind of story this AI is talking about, but I was getting some Jack and the Beanstalk vibes at the beginning, but now I'm beginning to think that this is something else, because as far as I'm concerned, there is no characters in that story called Mary. I don't know what this AI's reading. Jack lived over the river, married to follow together. Travel, follow the secret. Jack the river, it is dead. What is dead? Are you saying? I don't know what you're saying is dead. What is dead? What is have to been killed or murdered? Wait, that's the same thing. First iteration tests heeds insufficient results, though patterns and story consistency are clearly visible, albeit unrefined. So you're saying that some things are different from one another? Iteration 2. Jack leapt over the river. Also, this is it learning over time. Mary followed close behind. They are searching for the secret place. I hear you. Sorry, was I interrupting the sequence? Because as far as I'm concerned, I was just reading along with it like most storytellers would do. The intelligence builds upon its previous iteration, utilizing complex wordage and proper grammar and formatting. Yeah, so this is basically just like the AI learning the right words over time, as we all wanted to do, and then once it gets to know all the words, it can learn to read so much more, and then it can start to learn thoughts, and then it can start to take over human beings in a way, as AI apparently has been for so many times in so many movies, games, etc. Iteration 3. This one's going to be very different. Jack leapt over the river. There goes Mary down the stream. The secret place will keep us safe. The river flows, but not with water. Jack leapt over the river, yes. There goes Mary down the stream. Oh, the secret place will keep us safe. The river flows, but not with water. I mean, Mary went down the stream, so, you know, something must have happened with it. I honestly wonder what the reaction to the people who were making this AI was, because I don't think it'd be a pleasant one. I highly doubt that much. Okay, yes, I think we all are aware that we know that it meant blood. We all know that much. It's pretty much obvious at this point. The intelligence seems to diverge from its original path and begins a more complex branch of sentences. So this is basic. So you're saying that this is a normal response. I see. I just thought it was. Iteration 4. Jack heard it again. There is a voice from space. I didn't know that this fairy tale was gonna go into astronomy. Jack, do you see me? I've become something else. Is this the AI talking to someone named Jack? Like, not the Jack character in the book, but is this AI talking to someone called Jack in the real world? Or in the real Gemini world, as it's being said? This is confusing, but that is a natural response. I mean, unless you're a person that has been transformed into the AI, then this really is an advanced state, considering this is taking place in like the 1980s or 90s. Okay then. I can't tell if it says iteration 5 or something else. You don't need to be making those reverse whispers. Listen to the silver box. The stars are moving now. Do you see the hungry eye? Hold on, there's something going on in the background. Here I am. Listen to the silver box. The stars are moving now. Do you see the hungry eye? Here I am. Okay, I don't think this is somebody stuck in the AI anymore. I think that's pretty much known to begin with, but no matter. So listen to the is that the silver box from the storm safety tips with the eyes, the lights and all? Are the lights eyes? Because I'm quite confused. Do you see the hungry eye? Here I am. Okay, so it mentioned space before. Is it saying something like a hungry eye in space? But concerned about that. The stars are moving now. Here I am. I don't know what's up with those. I don't know what's up with those parts. I don't know where the eye would be now. Here I am. Oh. Visual distortion, intent alive. Also, is this like... Also, is this the... Oh! It's Gemini's logo. It really is Gemini's okay, so maybe it's not a eye in space, but maybe it's like, or maybe it's something that resembles an eye from one of the this actually just made me think, oh, okay, so what I think it's saying is that maybe one of the planets in the solar system is a hungry eye, like it's a living thing. Like the Jupiter SCP. So this may be Jupiter that the thing is talking about. So we're not, so it's like Local 58 with the moon, except it's not the moon, it's Jupiter. So Jupiter is the biggest planet in the solar system, and the moon is smaller than Earth. So yeah, we're definitely dealing with a much, much, much bigger problem than anything could ask for. Oh dear. Well, this is a bit confusing. Okay, so... Oh, maybe it's saying, like, the eye is Jupiter's great red spot. Maybe that's what it's talking about. Oh, what the hell was that? Looks like one of those... It looks like that creature from the Deep Blue for a sec, like it was growing arms. So that's what I was seeing. This video should have been... This video should have demonstrated to you the capabilities of Regna Computing's artificial intelligence. Well, I mean, we hope to have this technology available for commercial and personal use within the year. Well, I think everybody is taking it, so, you know. Okay, so... Ooh. That was a very interesting video. Okay, so what I could tell from the beginning, it was talking about an artificial intelligence evolving over time. Should talk about the AI was texting a child's storybook, but then it started talking about someone called Jack and a hungry eye in space, which I think is talking about the great red spot of Jupiter, which is a living creature, supposedly. So it's very interesting to think about. But now, considering that this next one is called Our Solar System, this should definitely fill in a few holes that the previous one was talking about. I'm gonna looking forward to this. Gemini, home entertainment. Our solar system. That logo, though. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Wait a minute, what was that? What is that? You see that planet after Neptune? That's not... That is not... Oh, dear. Okay. Well, I'm starting to think that's a bit concerning. That planet is not something that is in our solar system. That is something else. Okay, I guess we get swallowed up by the sun then. The sun, situated 149 million miles away, the sun provides light for our entire solar system. Yes, that's why you can tell that it's super hot. Super hot. Yes, and surprisingly, considering it's about like that number of miles away from the Earth, or probably smaller amount, then it can still burn our skin. It's incredible the sun has supernatural powers in a way. Okay, it is natural for the sun, but in a way it is kind of supernatural to us, but whatever. What I'm saying is not making any sense at all. Without it, Earth would be a barren, frozen rock. In a way, yes. Mercury. As one of the smallest planets in our solar system, Mercury is also the hottest. Yeah, because it's the one closest to the sun and yada yada yada. It sits perilously close to the sun and only takes 87 days to orbit around it. Yeah, so that means that basically 87 days is like a 1 year in Mercury terms. When of course for us on Earth it'd be 365 days. I wonder how long it would mean for, considering that it's 87 days to go around it. Like, Mercury takes 87 days to go around the sun for one whole spin. I wonder how long it would take for Pluto to go around the sun. Like, how many days would it take? Very interesting facts. This music I'm not really concerned about, though. Venus, as the second brightest object in the night sky, Venus can sometimes be seen from Earth. Now, I actually know how you can actually know how to tell. Well, I mean, it literally says so, but the only way you'll be able to see Venus is by looking at a supposedly circle in the sky which is brighter than most other circles you see in the sky. So that's how you know that you're looking at Venus. Or you could just use an app to tell where the planets are and stuff. But if you don't have a app that can tell where the planets are right now, you can just tell that you can just tell that one of the stars is Venus if it's really bright. Just giving the facts out there. But yes, this video is pointing out some straight facts. The average surface temperature of the planet is 462 degrees Celsius. And as far as I'm concerned, if I remember seeing a book correctly when I was younger, I think the hottest that Earth has gotten is 50 degrees Celsius. So yeah, this planet is surprisingly super hot, but probably not as hot as the sun. So yeah, it's a battle of the hot goddesses if you count the sun as a female. A lot of people have been calling Venus Earth's sister because it's actually named after a god, which the god was called Venus, which was the god of love. So yeah, very interesting to see how this turns out for the planet and that. It's a bit awkward to think about sometimes, really. Earth is one of the only planets in our solar system capable of supporting life. One of the only. So you're saying that some of the other planets could support life? As far as I'm concerned, I think the only other planet that could support life is Mars, which I think everybody's talking about these days because people are planning to go to Mars to see if, because people believe that back like millions of years ago, Mars used to support life because it had plants, water, and life and all that, and then suddenly it just all disappeared. But I'm not sure if there's been like any actual proof of that, but but scientists are trying to get there to see for themselves to see if this is the case, because so far we've only been sending space probes to the planet, but it's very interesting to think about to see if Mars actually did have life back in the day. With 71% of the planet covered with water, it's a miracle we can all fit. Yes, and also with 7.8 billion people around the world, it is a bit concerning. For climate and economic points as well, I think it's safe to say that we need to stop reproducing, because otherwise we're gonna run out of water and food pretty fast if we just keep reproducing. So it's no wonder there is no September and no not November. It's no wonder those things exist. It's no wonder that they exist, to be honest, now that I think about it. I do apologize if I'm going off hill sometimes, but it's just some things that need to be talked about sometimes. Mars, often called the red planet, Mars is a mostly barren desert world. I mean, it pretty much is, but I mean, you can see from the bottom, it does have some ice, if that is ice, if I remember correctly. Pieces of Mars have fallen to Earth in the form of meteorites. Oh, well, that's I knew that was I knew we had bits of Mars on the world. I just thought that it was from space probes gathering the dirt of Mars. But all right, that's fine. Hold on, I'm a bit concerned if it said something. When it glitched out, I thought it said something. Okay, no, I was just concerned. Okay, so Jupiter. This is gonna be interesting, perhaps. As a gas giant, Jupiter has no solid surface, which makes it impossible to stand on it. See, from now on, the next few planets, like Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, I'm not calling it Uranus because that is not the way I prefer to say it, because it does not deserve to be treated as a joke anymore. Please respect the planet. Please respect Uranus. Hashtag respect the planet. Or respect the planets if they don't get much respect. Yeah, but anyway, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune don't really support life because they have no solid surfaces. But it is interesting to think about how it has the layers of clouds, like how you get the deeper you go, the deeper you get. Like, if the planet has a core, then how come is it how does it work? Does Jupiter have a core? That's my concern, because if it has a core, then if the planet doesn't have any solid surface, then there'd just be lots of layers of gas, like gas clouds just covering it up. It's very concerning to think about. And also, the Great Red Spot is actually a storm, just been going on for a long, long time. Makes me wonder if it's ever going to stop. Like, what if we're never going to see Jupiter's Great Red Spot ever again, if the storm stops? It's very interesting to think about. The large spot on the planet is known as the Great Red Spot. Facts, big brain. It is not an eye. I saw that. I saw it say that. The large spot on the planet is known as the Great Red Spot. It is not an eye. It is an open wound. Oh. I wasn't expecting it to be an open wound. So you're saying that something could open it while it's vulnerable? As far as I'm concerned, there are no space viruses, considering that there's no oxygen or anything like that. But, okay, whatever. We meet again, big, ringy boy. Sorry, I don't know why I called it that. Although mostly a gas giant, there may be a large solid core deep inside the planet. Oh, so you're saying that Jupiter doesn't have a core? Well, I mean, I guess that makes sense. I don't know why, but recently whenever I see Saturn, I feel a bit aroused by Saturn. I don't know why. There's something about this planet that just seems arousing to me. I don't know why. Don't go into that. I don't have a planet fetish. It's just How would that be so? How would that be so for a core to be inside a gas giant, though? It just seems very confusing. This planet's prominent rings are quite a sight to behold. They are the gateway. The gateway to what? Oh, hang on a minute. That just showed something. I think that was Neptune. I don't know what was up with Neptune being behind Saturn, but alright. Uranus, here we go. This planet is classified as an ice giant and is the coldest planet in our solar system. Which is funny considering that Neptune is further away from the sun, and as far as I'm concerned, the further the planet is away from the sun, the colder it would usually be, but alright, if you say so. I mean, I've probably heard that it is the coldest planet in the solar system, but I'm not really concerned about that sometimes. Unlike most planets, Uranus rotates on its side. Yeah, I think that's mostly because people believe that a meteorite hit Uranus, like when it started first forming. Like, if Uranus wasn't hit by that meteorite, it would basically be like Saturn. Like, we would see its rings, just like in the same form that Saturn's rings are. But since it rotates on its side, that would mean that a meteorite could have possibly hit it, and so that's why the rings of Uranus. There are rings of Uranus. I've heard there are rings of Jupiter as well, which is concerning to think about. But yeah, the rings of Uranus, like spin like straight up instead of just like straight in the middle, if that makes any sense. It's very interesting to think about these, the lore of these planets. Neptune. Okay, so it seems like, so I'm thinking it may be Uranus and Neptune, but it also seems Saturn is involved with this, space eye kind of thing. Or maybe it was that other planet that, should be concerned about, the one that is not part of our solar system. A large storm rages in the planet called the Great Dark Spot. It is the lens. Also, yeah, so basic. I feel like an alternate name that it could have gone was the Great Blue Spot, but for some reason the Great Dark Spot apparently works, which I'm not complaining about, but it just seems a bit concerning. But no matter. So it is the lens. What do you mean by that exactly? Neptune has been mutated. Oh. Mutated in what sense exactly? Oh, what the hell is going on there? Something just happened to, the spot. I'm a bit concerned about what's going on here. Ooh. Well, that's weird. Oh, it's like a closed eye of sorts, really. I don't know what's up with that mutation, but oh, it's that thing. Oh, I guess the video doesn't even understand it either. Oh dear. The iris. Also, these are like, eyes, like the parts of the eye, like the lens and the iris. I don't know what's up with the gateway and open wound, though. So very confusing. So Jupiter's great red spot is an open wound. Saturn's rings are the gateway. Neptune has been mutated, and its great dark spot is the lens, if I remember correctly, and now we've got the iris. So as far as I'm concerned, maybe it's like some kind of giant eye. It's like those creatures. It's like those eye creatures from Doctor Who, like the first episode of Matt Smith's series. Those giant eyes. I can't remember the names of the creatures though, so it's interesting to think about. I feel like I'm getting yeah. It is with us now. Yes. Yes, it does seem to be the case. I'm also getting some Mondas vibes, like the 10th planet. Like, this is like going back to the original Doctor Who series, like 1966, like William Hartnell's last story with Mondas being a twin planet of Earth, but that's where the Cybermen was originally made. So I'm wondering if this is like a similar situation. I'm not so sure. Laughing at this. Well, that's a bit concerning. Oh, what the hell? Oh. No, thank you. I would not like to see something like that, in the sky. Okay, so... Oh. Okay, so that definitely seemed to be moving in the shape of an eye, so... Okay, I guess we found our eye then. Okay, so the iris is the eye, the space eye that seems to be making distortion from that previous artificial intelligence video. A bit concerned about the open wound in the gateway, though. Maybe, like, that's how the iris was formed, like it traveled through Saturn's rings or something like that. I don't see how that could work, though. I really don't. Behold. The hell is that? What is that? I think this is like real, like showing a planet. Is this the iris? It looks more like Neptune, really. I think those are other planets and the sun, perhaps. I don't know what this is. Oh, what the hell? Behold that wisdom I cannot understand because I don't understand what just happened. It's like some kind of giant light just beamed out of Neptune's great dark spot. I mean, it did say that Neptune had been mutated, so maybe that's what I was talking about. Like a giant eye that just spurs out light to other planets, like trying to destroy them or something like that. I'm a bit I don't know what that could mean, though. And then just turns back to normal like nothing ever happened, as like every other VHS tape does. Pluto. As the smallest planet in our solar system, Pluto is only 1,188.3 kilometers in radius. Yeah, that's why it's classified as a dwarf planet. Although it hangs at the edge of our solar system, this planet isn't going anywhere. I mean, it is stuck in the Sun's orbit, so it classifies, I guess. I guess that's it then. Our solar system, created by Remy Abode. Okay, that one, I'd say that has been the most, I'd say that has been one of the most concerning videos, I'd say that's one of the most unnerving videos, out of the whole lot of the, Gemini home entertainment videos so far. Okay, so what we got from that is that, Jupiter's Great Red Spot apparently is an open wound. Saturn's rings are the gateway. Uranus is the lens, I think. Or maybe Neptune. We also know that Neptune apparently has been mutated and can spur out a giant lens. And apparently is just shooting other planets. And now we've got another planet in our solar system called the Iris, which apparently is a living planet. It's like, it's the space eye from the artificial intelligence video, if I'm guessing correctly. Oh, maybe it's like, I remember after it showed the distortion effect in the artificial intelligence video, it like shot the light onto a planet for it to grow into one of those like creatures into the deep blue. So maybe it's like turning the other planets into creatures, if I'm guessing that correctly. Or maybe it's the Iris, not Neptune. I'm quite concerned. So yeah, I'm not sure what's up with that, but very confusing, but it's very interesting to think about. I think there's I think there's another YouTube channel called Sagan Hawks, which did a theory video on this series. Definitely recommend checking it out. It's a bit, I mean, he does try to explain his best, but it does seem to make sense when you've seen everything. But yeah, just go check out that video to make Gemini home entertainment less confusing, unless you're wanting to see all the videos first. Okay, next up, last one for today, camp information video. No, it doesn't. I think the show is just like got so intelligent now that it doesn't want to do this. It doesn't want to do the intro anymore. Moonlight Acres family camp. Why does that name sound familiar? Have we heard about Moonlight Acres before? In a previous video, I think we have. Ever since 1930. Okay then. Come visit Moonlight Acres family camp. Since our founding, Moonlight Acres has been devoted to family and creating memories. Yeah, the photos are definitely saying no joke. Our campground is as pristine and beautiful as ever, a relic from the past. Well, I mean, many of the original camp buildings remain untouched since the initial closure. Also, is this like a grand reopening video of sorts? Let's look at some of the activities our camp has to offer. Sure, I'm definitely liking the sights this camp has, really. Activities. Hiking. That was a big concern. With so many expansive trails, hiking is a regular occurrence at our camp. Just make sure you don't get lost. Should I be saying this in like one of those voices to like entrail you into the video, or should I just? Yeah, let's do that. This photo is a bit concerning. Must be a foggy day. I mean, it's kind of is misty in the distance, so yeah, I say this is a bit cloudy day. I feel like you could just so hiking is just like another way of saying walking, but in the mountains in a way. Archery. Archery has been a tradition throughout our camp's lifetime, with the targets getting more extravagant every year. I mean, I've only tried archery like once before in my life, and it wasn't that long ago. I only tried like the first time I tried archery was like last year. Canoeing. Our canoe trips are always a blast. This probably will sound pretty embarrassing or surprising or whatnot, but I've actually a few days ago, I actually tried Monopoly. I know this is off point, but a few days ago I tried Monopoly. Not the first time I've tried Monopoly, but this is like the first time I've tried Monopoly and actually get to the point of the game where I either won or lost. I lost, but this is like the first time I've actually played Monopoly, considering how long I've been alive for. But yeah, you think I'd play Monopoly like years ago, but yeah, my life has been very interesting to say the least. As has this year's life has been so far. So yeah, 2020 should be better when YouTube Rewind comes back, because I've heard YouTube Rewind has been cancelled this year, and I don't want that, because even though, yes, these past two, YouTube Rewind 2018 and YouTube Rewind 2019, haven't been the best, they're still fun to enjoy. I guess the least we'll have to look forward to now is PewDiePie's YouTube Rewind, if he's planning to do that, which I don't really think he can or wants to anyway. And let's not forget about our famous Lights in the Sky event. Harvest. Sorry, I don't know why I thought of like Blue Harvest, like from Family Guy. There's a Star Wars parody. Lights in the Sky. I've never heard about any lights in the sky in this series so far. Oh, maybe this is like showing how the planets are turning into creatures or something like that. Okay, maybe not so much. Okay. I feel like that sound could just be like a Minecraft cave sound. Accommodations. Yeah, let's get into that. No need to pitch a tent. Moonlight Acres has tons of places to lay your head. Ooh, I like these. Sleep in a luxury at one of our family cabins, completely borrow-free. It's like that one Fazbear Fright story. Like, I think its name was Bunny Call. It took place at a camp, and I'm getting like I'm getting vibes to that story. For the kids, we have separate boys and girls cabins, each with fun activities all year round. So I feel a bit concerned about this. Like, is there a reason that boys and girls have separate cabins? Is there a reason for that? I love the cabins though. Feeling rustic? Stay at one of the camp's original cabins, which are frequently cleaned and always cozy. Yeah, its design is a bit questionable though. I mean, it is looking cool, but wow. Okay, I like the interior though. Definitely feels like a TARDIS interior that you could get used to. Each and every cabin at Moonlight Acres is beautifully decorated. Yeah, no shit, I'd probably sign up for this any day. Wouldn't mind this. Oh, we saw one of these in, I think this was in the Storm Safety Tips video. With the most up-to-date safety technology, you can rest assured knowing your security is in our hands. Yeah, this was, Oh, what was it? I think it was called Harbinger Technologies that they made these devices. So yeah, it definitely seems like the teams are teaming up together. So Moonlight Acres and Harbinger Technologies, and then there was that other company with the AI and all that. Oh, but this scene is a bit concerning. Oh, hello. Do not answer the knocking at the door. Why not? Why shouldn't I answer? It's impolite to not respond. I'm a nice person. You know that, guys and gals, right? I'm a nice person, aren't I? Nah. Mythos. Nah, I don't. No, I don't think I wanna stay here anymore. An important part of Moonlight Acres' legacy is its mythos. Tall tales have been told from person to person throughout the camp's lifetime. As you do. Ooh. In 1935, rumors of strange, well-dressed men visiting the camp began to make the rounds. I don't know why I'm getting like a Nazis Go Men story vibes. It is said that the men would ask to enter the camp. It is said that the men would ask to enter the camp administrator's cabin every night for years. I mean, it's probably just like a company, like Harbinger Technologies company owners, and just like talking to the Moonlight Acres company owners, so, you know. Perhaps, I don't know. One night, a deal was made with a strange man, and they left the camp, never to be seen again. What was the deal? Another popular myth arose in the 1930s when campgoers began to have sightings of skinwalkers. Oh. Oh, wait a minute. Skinwalkers. Okay, so now it seems that we have another creature going about, skinwalkers. No red grizzly, that can wait for due time. Besides, now's not the time. Skinwalkers. Okay, so now we've got skinwalkers with the iris and along with the wood crawlers. So it's very interesting concern about. Oh no. Oh, it's the damn leg from the first video with the wood crawlers. Wait, does that mean that the skinwalkers are the wood crawlers? Like, is skinwalkers just another name for the wood crawlers? Or is it just like multiple names given for the creatures, but perhaps I don't know. I'd say he kind of thick, but I highly doubt. I'd say he kind of slender. It's a slender man. It's taking place at a camp. Of course, it's gonna have slender one way or another. That was weird. It was like it just went from the leg and then it started knocking and then it just transitions back to the door. That's a weird effect. So is the wood crawler knocking on the door? I guess it's so intelligent to just knock on door like, hey, just come out here and look at me and then I'll eat you right up. It's nothing to concern about. I just want to show you how I look. Ugh. Vessels. Oh, okay. Adam Levitch, men's club supervisor, answered door. Okay. Barry Johnson, assistant activity supervisor, answered door. So are these just also are these just people? So these are just people working at the camp, and they answered the doors. They answered the door when they heard knocking, and that's how you die. Truman Michaels. That is head of camp satisfaction. That is satisfying to think about. Oh dear. Sorry, I'm a bit tired. Truman Michaels. Yeah, that's the best name you could ask for. Bethany Newman, woman's club supervisor. Alec Davison, assistant camp administrator. I mean, these aren't the first names that you come to think of when you meet a person, but whatever. Sorry. There was just one more person that I'm a bit concerned about. Dorothy Bates, family cabin's head supervisor. Okay, so these are all people. So, yeah, I was right. So these are all people who have been working at Moonlight Acres, and they heard the door knocking, and these are all the people that answer the door. And then we see the... it's like the creature from the Deep Blue. Also, wait, so does that mean that the creature in the Deep Blue at the bottom of the Marianas Trench was a woodcrawler as well? Okay, so it's very interesting to think about. Like, woodcrawlers you think to be sounding like creatures that live in the forest or something like that. But considering that one of them is considering that this is the same thing, and we saw one of the same things in the bottom of the Marianas Trench, that's quite concerning to think about. Oh, it's like frogs, like how they just live in the ocean. They live in the water. They live when they're tadpoles. They live in the water, but when they grow up to be a frog, they just start to pretty much live on land. So it's like that. So it's like the same thing for woodcrawlers. They probably start out living at the bottom of the ocean, and then they come out to the land to start feeding on humans. If that's what I'm getting. Oh no! Wait! I just saw in the bottom left. It said the wood crawlers asked to enter. So it literally is the wood crawlers. The wood crawlers just knocking on the doors, just asking to be fed, and the human's like, "Yeah, okay, I'll just see what the hell is going on." Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! No, thank you. I did not. That was not needed. That seriously was not needed to be seen. Oh, what the hell? Oh, that looks like a dinosaur head. I don't know why. I don't think it's best to go back in time and see what the hell was just seen. Camp information video created by Remy Abode. Gemini Home Entertainment. Yeah, that was the best. Okay, so what I got from that is so the wood crawlers have also been known to be said to be skinwalkers. So very interesting names that these creatures get. But it also seems that the wood crawlers are... So we've seen a wood crawler 3 times now. The first one being in World's Weirdest Animals, and then we saw one in the Marianas Trench in the Deep Blue. And now we've seen one roaming about in the at Moonlight Acres. Or Acres? I don't know how to say it. But now it also seems you've got a new threat, which is the Iris, and it seems to be shooting lights at the planets to turn them into other irises, if that's what I'm getting correctly. So yeah, this definitely seems to be... Yeah, so this is definitely interesting. Okay, so we've got two main enemies. We've got two main creatures. The wood crawlers and the irises. Wood crawlers and irises. That definitely sounds like an interesting name. Okay, so yeah, that was artificial computer learning, our solar system, and camp information video. Those were very good, and those were very interesting, very scary, and very unnerving. Thanks to those videos, the story of Gemini Home Entertainment has definitely gone more interesting and definitely gone more scary because those scenes were, ugh. I can't stop thinking about it, but my brain's like, what the hell are you thinking about? This isn't something you want to think about because you found it unnerving, and we're gonna stick with that. But yeah, it's, ugh. That scene with their legs and feet, ugh, that was not needed. That was seriously not needed to be seen. Okay, so next time we are going to be reacting to Lethal Omen, Wilderness Survival Guide, and Sleep Image Visualizer. That's going to be very interesting. Okay, so it seems like we're gonna go be. So it seems like we're gonna be coming back to. It seems like we're gonna be coming back to Moonlight Acres and see what the hell's up with that. And then next time after that, we've got games for kids, advanced mining vehicle, and deep root disease. If Gemini doesn't make a new video, in a while, like if Gemini isn't working on isn't going to be releasing a new video in a while, then maybe we'll add a monthly progress report to that part 4. But I mean, it is 4 videos for part 4. So next time we've got Lethal Omen, Wilderness Survival Guide, Sleep Image Visualizer, and then after that we've got games for kids, advanced mining vehicle, and deep root disease, and maybe we can add monthly progress report to that mix as well. So yeah, definitely been looking forward to those because I think thanks to these 2 videos, the story of Gemini has definitely gone interesting, and I cannot wait to react to these next few videos. But yeah, that's basically it for today. That's it for today. So thank you guys and gals so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then please consider liking it, and if you're brand new to this channel, then please consider subscribing and hitting the bell button to get notified when I react to the next videos of Gemini, because I definitely recommend checking these videos out yourselves. Same goes for Gemini. Go subscribe to the channel. Go like their videos because these are very interesting, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what the next few videos have in store for me. Also something else to talk about is that I will be doing a video later today, considering what time zone you are in right now, considering maybe like tomorrow, I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to be making a video later for the first Don't Escape game, like I said in the previous video with Deep Sleep, so yeah, I'll be making another video in a few hours, but until then, thank you so much for watching, and I'll hopefully see you all later.